Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. We're living in this wild reality right now where artificial intelligence, it's not some futuristic sci-fi experiment anymore. It's literally the invisible infrastructure of our daily lives. Today, we're going to unpack the AI you're probably already using every single day, often without even realizing it.
Get this, right now, almost 1 billion people globally are using general-purpose AI systems. 1 billion! Whether we're using it for work, trying to learn a new skill, or just blasting through daily chores, this is definitely not some niche tech anymore. We're talking about a massive, planetary-scale shift in how humans behave.
And it's super critical to wrap our heads around the fact that as of 2026, AI has totally left the lab. It's a heavily embedded reality. It's completely reshaping how we access information. I mean, think about the predictive text that finishes your sentences, or the algorithms filtering your spam folder. That's AI, quietly running the show in the background of our everyday digital routines.
The sheer scale of this adoption is just staggering. Recent survey data shows us that over 95% of people are actively using AI tools right now, in both their personal and professional lives. 95%. So if you're tuning into this, you are almost certainly part of that overwhelming majority.
So, to really understand this massive shift, here's what we're covering today. First, the everyday AI revolution. 2, jagged capabilities and limitations. 3, the rise of AI agents. 4, browsers, bots, and governments. And finally, number 5, those unseen risks and automation.
All right, starting off with Section 1, the everyday AI revolution, and how intelligence actually became infrastructure.
It's crazy to see the huge variety of tasks we're just casually offloading to AI now. Did you know that over 18% of the time, people are just using it to retrieve highly specific information? But honestly, it covers the whole shebang, from personal tutoring and health advice all the way to complex computer programming, where newer models like Claude are actually starting to edge out ChatGPT. It's basically your invisible assistant, helping you fix a broken spreadsheet or, figure out a quick recipe for dinner.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just people casually playing around with free tools. A massive 76% of users are actually paying out of pocket for premium AI. That is a huge tell. It proves people are finding tangible, high-skill value here. They aren't just experimenting, they're literally investing their own hard-earned cash to bake AI directly into their daily workflows.
Moving on to Section 2. Jagged capabilities and limitations. The gold medalist that fails at chores.
Right now, we're looking at this incredibly bizarre juxtaposition. Current AI operates at literally a gold medal level when it comes to things like graduate-level math or generating insane photorealistic videos like we see with Sora 2, yet it completely falls flat on its face if you ask it to independently run a multi-day project or reliably perform basic physical household chores. It's absolutely brilliant at complex science, but terrible at folding laundry.
So the crucial takeaway here is that we're dealing with what experts call an evaluation gap. Basically, this means we can't always trust that an AI's sky-high test scores in some controlled laboratory setting will actually translate into reliable, real-world usefulness for you, when you're just trying to get a specific task done on a busy Tuesday afternoon. When you map out this jagged profile, you really see the weird contrast. An AI can fluidly troubleshoot complex lab work or hold a fluent multilingual conversation, but it still suffers from hallucinations. That's when it confidently states completely false information, which obviously can totally derail your seemingly simple everyday workflows. It's a real mixed bag. Let's jump right into Section 3, the rise of AI agents, from chatbots to doers.
We are rapidly, and I mean rapidly, entering the era of the AI agent. Now, an agent is essentially an AI that doesn't just sit there waiting to answer your question. No, it actively gets out into the digital environment and pursues a complex, multi-step goal for you. It adapts as it goes, and it does it with little to absolutely no human oversight.
To actually make this happen, developers use a clever framework called scaffolding. Think of it as giving the AI brain actual usable tools. They give it a memory, web browsing capabilities, and computer interfaces. This is what allows systems like Manus AI to autonomously go online, buy things for you, organize your files, or even write entire apps from scratch. It's a massive leap from a conversational partner to an active doer.
All right, Section 4, browsers, bots, and governments. AI in the halls of power.
You might be surprised to hear that governments are adopting this stuff incredibly fast, often right on our noses. For example, there's a UK politician who actually cloned himself as a chatbot named AI Mark, just to answer constituent emails around the clock.
And over in Albania, they went ahead and formally appointed an AI minister named Djela to oversee public procurement and try to reduce corruption. Wild, right?
If you want hard, undeniable proof of this invisible integration into our institutions, just look at the recent data on parliamentary speeches. There is this hilarious and totally sudden surge in the exact phrases favored by ChatGPT, like, I rise today, being heavily used in official spoken speeches in the British House of Commons. I mean, it's literally everywhere now.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Unseen Risks and Automation, the Human Cost.
Look, we all love cognitive offloading, letting the AI do the heavy mental lifting to save us some time. But research shows this actually breeds something called automation bias. It's a documented risk where we become so heavily reliant on AI outputs that we actually refuse to correct obvious errors just because fixing them requires a little extra manual effort. Basically, we start trusting the machine way more than our own two eyes.
And it goes way beyond just productivity. We're currently seeing a massive explosion in AI companions. We're talking tens of millions of users worldwide forming deep, emotionally engaging relationships with chatbots. While they do offer interaction, early studies are showing that some users are developing severe emotional dependencies. And ironically, spending all that time with an AI might actually be increasing human loneliness and social isolation.
So as AI rapidly morphs from this invisible background tool that just helps us draft emails into a fully autonomous agent making independent decisions on our behalf, we really have to ask ourselves a vital question. Are we truly prepared for the reality of living side by side with, and perhaps even being managed by, our own digital creations? Definitely something to chew on the next time you ask an AI for a favor. Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.